My name is Mike Savage, and I'm the mayor of Halifax in Nova Scotia, Canada. Just beginning my third term as mayor. I served 3 terms as a member of Parliament for Canada before that, but I had a business career before that. In fact, I spent more time in business. I know from my very beautiful looking young face that you can't believe that, but I've spent some time in politics, some time in business, and I have an outstanding job of being the mayor of Halifax. I have a wonderful wife, and I have 2 kids who are young adults, about whom I'm very happy to say that they actually want to live in the city that I'm the mayor, and that's about as good as it gets for me. So that's me, Mike Savage. You can look me up. So Halifax is a vibrant and growing and active city. We have a city that has an awesome downtown, a really vibrant downtown, but it's also a place where you can go from the downtown to being on a beach in 15 minutes or being in a canoe on a beautiful clear lake in about 20 minutes. We protect our wilderness areas. We recognize the importance of business. We've been reducing things like the red tape barriers to success and keeping our tax rate low. At the same time, we're a city that is very progressive, very proud of our diversity and the fact that our growth has been driven in large part in the last 10 years by immigration. And we're fervent believers in multiculturalism and the importance of bringing new people to our city. So I think, you know, there isn't a mayor in the world that doesn't boast about her or his city. I think that we've got a special place here, and we're very proud of it. So I think lifestyle is really important, but lifestyle without jobs is obviously a zero-sum game. So, you know, we are a city with a great history by Canadian standards. We're not like Jerusalem or Rome or probably like parts of even the UK, but we have the historical aspects. We're a military city. We have the highest percentage of military assets of any city in Canada. So we respect and honor our military traditions. We're a university town. We have 7 or 8, depending on how you categorize them, universities who are based in Halifax. And we have a very strong community college system as well. We've become increasingly a tech hub in the last number of years, and we're the center on the east coast of Canada for all the major industries, for finance and health and IT and so many other things. We have a strong shipbuilding base. We have thousands of people now once again employed on the shipbuilding industry, which is becoming more technological than it ever has been before. So, you know, we're a city that truly has urban, suburban, and rural municipalities within its boundaries, and a growing city, one of the fastest growing cities in Canada. And, you know, I can show you a couple of slides, perhaps, that will show the difference between Halifax in 2012 and Halifax in 2018, just to show the kind of growth that we've had in our downtown core, which we're very proud of, but we're also very proud of our other communities and the fact that we're protecting wilderness areas, not only for this generation, but for generations to come. We think that when people are looking for a place to live, they're looking for the whole package. They're looking, obviously, for opportunity, but also looking for lifestyle. And we think we offer that as well as anybody. I think as the world has dealt with COVID, but also just in general over the last number of years with people working remotely and choosing where they want to live, and the rise of what they call the mid-sized cities, I think a city like Halifax is quite attractive. Obviously, we don't have the cost of living of some of the larger cities, and including housing, but which is a good thing. But that's changing a bit as we've started to grow. But in terms of being a tech hub, it really wasn't what we were 10 years ago. But driven by our universities and by our entrepreneurial sector, we have a very successful innovation hub here called Volta Labs, which has spun off dozens of companies. we have become a tech hub in the last number of years, and governments at all orders of government have invested in the tech sector to make sure that we're not losing out on opportunities. We have something called a supercluster on the oceans here as well, which ties in with technology. But we've got a phenomenal number of new companies on the tech side that have really decided that Halifax is the kind of place that they want to set up offices for sure, but also more and more people working remotely from anywhere in the world and deciding that they want to live in Halifax to do that. So on all the tech measurements, Halifax has been moving up with a rocket the last number of years. And one of the things I think that has made for that success has been the support that our local successful businesses have made in investing in startups. We're part of the Creative Destruction Lab process across Canada and other places where successful entrepreneurs are investing in people who are starting up. And so we've achieved great success in that area. And of course, success breeds success, so more and more people are looking to Halifax. Even during COVID, even during the last number of months when the world seemed to stop, 10 new companies or more, maybe it's 12 now, have chosen Halifax as a place to come and base their operations. I think that's a testament to the kind of lifestyle that their employees can have here and the success that the companies can have. So the schools in Halifax are a big competitive advantage for us for a city of our size. As I say, we have Dalhousie, St. Mary's, Mount St. Vincent, King's University, the Nova Scotia College of Art and Design. We have the Atlantic School of Theology. We have St. Anne's University. We have the Nova Scotia Community College, all very focused on turning out a kind of workforce that businesses need. And we have attracted more and more international students, which is really important for us. And I do an event every year called the Mayor's Reception for International Students, where we bring new students from around the world together and we introduce them to local politicians, but also to how we do transit and how they get to a pharmacy, and how do we do solid waste diversion and what their role is in that. And so I think we've become a city that's very open to students. We're a very progressive city. One thing I'm very proud of, and it may seem not as important to some people, but it is to me, we have one of the largest Pride festivals in Canada. We're third or fourth, and we're not the largest city. We're not the third or fourth largest city, but we are very proud of our diversity here. We have set up in the city an Office of Diversity and Inclusion that works with all kinds of groups, many of which have traditionally not been able to be part of the success of a city. And so we're very proud of that. We think that helps us as well. And so the universities, we have something called the Halifax Higher Education Partnership. I meet with the university presidents every 3 or 4 months, and the universities are very involved in the success of this city. Experiential learning is a big focus of that partnership, as it is with all orders of government right now, and making sure that young people have the opportunity to get work experience. And I can tell you, as a matter of fact, that we're keeping young people in Halifax. We're not only keeping our own graduates, we're keeping people who have come from other parts of the world. And if they choose to stay in Halifax, then they're finding opportunities. And so we certainly have every anticipation that this company will be part of that burgeoning group of fintech and other technological companies that are making Halifax part of their business plan. We welcome and are excited to welcome you. Well, the whole world has been rocked by COVID. There's no question about that. And, I wouldn't say that it hasn't had impacts here, but we are part of what's been called the Atlantic Miracle, which is the East Coast of Canada has done very well in managing COVID and its cases. We took a strong hand, the provincial government, working with cities and others. For example, we made a mask policy mandatory very early. We have a quarantining period that we stick to. And the results have been very positive. So the province of Nova Scotia, of which Halifax is the largest city, is 1 million people. We had no new cases yesterday. We've had only a handful of cases since the second wave has started. We test heavily, so we had almost 1,000 tests yesterday with 0 positive cases. We have 19 active cases in the entire province right now, and it's worked. So even though it's been hard on businesses and it's been hard on the hospitality industry for everybody around the world, here I think it's been an experience that makes us even more marketable than we were. And I think of, you know, parents who are sending their kids to, or working with their kids to go to university abroad. They want a safe city. And so we're inundated now with students who might have gone elsewhere who want to come to Halifax. And I think businesses want their employees to be in safe community. And it's been called the Atlantic Miracle that we've been able to do this. We don't take it for granted. We stay on top of it. But because we took this firm hand now, you know, I can go out to dinner tonight at a restaurant with my friends and do it, you know, you wear the mask until you get to the table, but we can still do those things because we have kept the cases as low as we had. And, you know, with the possible exception of a few places, and New Zealand's done very well, we're just about as safe a place as exists in the world right now, and we keep our fingers crossed. And it takes a lot of hard work, but we're a safe place to come and do business, and we're proud of that. So first of all, Halifax is a growing city. In the last number of years, we've been one of the top growing cities in Canada, top 2 or 3 consistently. In fact, we've had either 4 or 5 years continuously of record growth, starting at 6,500 net new people a few years ago, going to 75, 8,600, 9,500. Last year, we grew by 10,000, which was 2 to 2.5% growth, which was very strong in the country. Working with our economic development agency, the Halifax Partnership, we have an economic plan that started in 2016 that's going to take our population to 550,000 people and our GDP to 30 billion Canadian. Those are targets that we've set and that we monitor every year. So our projections are, like everybody else, we take a hit this year because of COVID, but we're going to bounce back very strongly. We're going to continue to welcome immigrants to Halifax, and we're going to continue to grow our population. We're going to continue to be one of the few cities who's actually increasing our population in the sort of 20 to 34 year age bracket. We're going to be a magnet for talent. People are going to be able to come here, go to school, and stay here because of the great companies that are setting up here. We work with people to ensure they have opportunities. So through a program that the Halifax Partnership has called the Connective Program, we connect new Canadians and others directly with companies who are looking for talent. We don't leave it just to to chance. And we're on a record growth projection. We intend that we're going to keep that going. Our population will grow. We are projected next year to be once again one of the fastest growing cities in Canada. We have a beautiful city with great people, but we welcome folks from around the world. If you're looking for a place to live where you can find an opportunity for you and your family that's affordable, that gives the quality of life that many other cities simply can't offer, and where the mayor is going to come after you and say, come live in Halifax, and if you don't like it, tell me about it, then come to Halifax. And we welcome people, and we're so excited to have you and your successful company being part of the Halifax ecosystem.